better understand the Marian Reforms and what and why they happened, we must first assess what was going on in Rome at the time. By 100 BCE, Rome was a fast-growing power which had defeated many major opponents in the Mediterranean Sea, such as Carthage, Greece, Macedonia, and many of the kingdoms in what is now modern-day Turkey. As Rome continually expanded, they came into more and more conflicts with Gauls, and the future conflict seemed on the horizon. The Gauls were a tribal group of people located in most modern-day France. The Gauls were not one unified entity, rather a group of many different tribes with varying languages, culture, and traditions. As Rome expanded, they came into more and more contact with these groups. However, this would all change when in 115 BC, the Jutland Peninsula was unlivable, and the people living there, called the Cimbri, began migrating to modern-day Czechia. A Gallic tribe known as the Tauriski were defeated by the Cimbrians and asked their ally Rome to assist them. Long story short, the war initially started horribly for the Romans, and losing over 80,000 men in the initial phases. If you want more information, check out Kings and Generals video about it. It contains good content. The Roman army was suffering from corruption and manpower. As Rome continued their conquests, the rich became wealthier and the poor became poorer. Only the rich were able to join the Roman army, as you had to own your own land, which is not what the poor owned. Corruption, on the other hand, didn't help at all. One example of this is when the Numidians bribed a much larger Roman army, resulting in a major defeat for the Romans. Gaius Marius recognized that the Roman army needed changing and boosted manpower by allowing the landless to serve. The Roman army also became professional, and regular maintenance such as training and gear was standardized. Training also continued throughout the entire year, not just as preparation before conflicts. After fighting, the soldiers were promised land, and the legionaries started carrying their own supplies. By carrying their own supplies, the need for big, bulky, slow wagons became unnecessary, and the army could move faster. The reforms resulted in the Gauls being defeated and Rome being saved. Due to these changes, Rome continued to expand for the centuries to come. In fact, the system was so effective, it was used up until the split between East and West in 395 AD. Although the reforms and changes made were effective, it shifted the individual soldiers' loyalty from Rome to the general they were serving. This would result in future civil war and the eventual collapse of the Republic and the rise of the Empire. Although it is important to note the importance these reforms had, it is also just as important to how damaging it was to the Republic. History is important to learn the goods and the bads, not one or the other. Thanks as always. This is the Awesome Steve channel run by Joe Studios. We hope to see you in the next video.